Everyone watching, we're going to be doing the end of day for Friday, November 15th. Starting off with GU. Daily swing is bullish, daily internal is bearish. 4-hour leg, I'm sure you can guess, but it's also going to be bearish. A 4-hour leg, right? It's a little hard to decipher which is which. Just know I'm most likely not going to be buying right up here once we cross this line. But even though this could be potentially the real 4-hour leg, let's sit down on the 15-minute. So when price started for us right here. So we had a break to the downside, overflow shift, break, overflow shift to the downside, break, overflow shift to upside. Therefore, we're not looking past this anymore. None of this is valid since we had our 3 order flow shift strike rule. That being said, could you have looked for longs? Well, potentially could have looked in here. Well, no, not for us, right? Because that's past our session. Could have looked in here for a sell. So let's take a quick gander. So you would have been looking here in your last point of inducement. You had a break right here. Last point of inducement would have been this point on. Really would have been this point on, and this would have been your refinement. No trade though. Price did not give you a chance to enter. So let's move on. USD CAD. Daily swing is bullish. Daily leg is also bullish. 4-hour bullish. Price is just making high highs, huh? Our session started right around here from this point forward. So we were putting in lower lows, right? Overflow shift to the downside, break. After price broke and gave us an order flow shift here, never came back to any, POI since then. So let's take a look in here, see if price gave you the entry criteria for a win or a loss. So one rule about me, I don't really trade whenever there's news an hour out. If it's within an hour, I don't trade it. Therefore, I wouldn't have been looking here. And even if we were, no sell presented. So no trade. Next up, EU. EU daily swing is bearish. Daily internal leg is also bearish. I don't know, man. To me, price is just way too tight. Like, is this my daily leg? 4 hours also bearish. Let's see if we're reacting to anything to the left. Not really. I would be very cautious here. So now as price goes on the 15-minute, our session started right around here. We had a break to the upside, retrace, another break to the upside, retrace, break again, and then fell. And then after that, there were no more POI. So let's take a look and see what was available here. So after this first break, we had a 1 refinement. Price didn't come back down to it, so nothing there. And the next one, same thing, 1 refinement. And the refinement is frankly hard. Because I have no faith in this whatsoever. Because if we were looking to sell, right, we would be targeting this low. Because there's nothing here. But regardless, entry criteria didn't present, so no trade. Now lastly, AU. Daily swing is bullish. Daily internal is bearish. 4-hour, I'm sure you guys can guess, but the 4-hour is also bearish. The time our price started was right around here. So we had this massive bearish leg to the downside. We had an overflow shift to the upside. Break up, another sub break, retrace, and another sub break. So let's take a look at any of these areas, see if anything was valid. We could have taken a trade at this flip. So let's go on the 1 minute and see. So this candle's a bit too large to use as a refinement, right? Matt was turned off from looking at sells from here. So, because you would have had to refine this massive bearish candle, Matt was turned off from it. Makes sense. So if you do, some logical thinking, if this is not the greatest to look for buys, this in a refinement, we don't really like that too much, and it's already been, kind of mitigated. Price comes into the extreme of the flip, we get momentum, that's a trade. Thing is, news is within an hour. So I'm not putting this down on my end of day trades because I wouldn't have been looking to take a sell. But with that being said, technically no available trades per my plan. Per the community standards, there was one valid win. All right, so peace.